days, 4 days, and 5 days. Why don't we have a separate set of coaches for each version? Suppose John is a coach. He's coach for the last one. You know him. Suppose he is good at say a longer version of the game. The same mindset is also holds good for the T20 format also, where you have to take spot decisions and you have to move with the team, and always you have to change your strategies ball by ball.
Yeah. It's very important to use, as you use your skills in coaching, even the coaches have their own skills. You need to identify, it's nice to have a T20 coach different, your ODI and the test coach is different. Which the English and South African and Australians are doing. So you could give a go and see how it works. Yeah. But again, we don't have our own coaches. At least we give our own coaches opportunities to do T20. They can move on. At the minute, we only one foreign coaches there for all three. That's a good idea, and it's been done in other countries.
Yeah, also, when you have a set of batsmen for tests coming up separately, for T20 separate, why not a coach separate for T20 format, sir? The mindset will be set towards T20 matches only.
That's right, yeah.
When you go and update your knowledge about coaching, you keep all these things in mind, that how to improve your coaching techniques. When you are say coaching a youngster who is 18 years old, who's good only for T20, is good in bowling, utility creator like that.
Yeah, I'll give an example of you're bowling at the death in the 2020 or 50. Yeah, the last 2 overs you're bowling. But you work on it, the way I work on it is you put markers, right? For Yorkers, either you put a shoe or you put 3 Coke cans. And then you put, for the white Yorker, inside the thing you put a marker. So 6 balls, that will be different. Your slower one, your short ball, your Yorker and the white Yorker. That's the way they should be working. They should be working for an hour for just plus the 6 balls. So at least that's what it's when you work at those areas, it's the release where you release, you get an idea for a Yorker. So the person who's bowling, he should know himself. By only working at these, unless you put in hard work, we can't do it. So same in the batting, the first 6 overs. So same thing, you have a strategy, you work with the coach, and the coach has already done in 2020 has been successful. Such person should be there to guide these guys. That's very important.
We have M.R.M.V.NARASIMHA as one of the best coaches, and also John was produced only there together. So I think if you accept as a coach for Ayurved, you have to take their services.
Oh, yeah, as I told you at the start, you learn from everybody. Everyone is good in his own area. So unless you give a hearing to others and learn, coaching is everyday learning. There's no end for it. You learn every day, even from a small child and a very senior person. That's what there's a story like Ken Barrington was failing. He was failing continuously. And an old man who saw him on the television, and he traveled from, I think he traveled from London to Yorkshire, and he came down there early and told him about something about his grip or anything. But Ken Barrington took his advice, so he was nobody. We just saw him, and then after that, he never looked back. So these things do happen, that's very important. You can just here to everybody and never know. There's a small grip, small couple of centimeters here, there will make a lot of difference in bowling or batting or fielding. Any more questions?
So I have been developed one communication protocol between the striker and non-striker to decrease the run-outs time. So can you have any time to design this after this function?
Okay, definitely. I'll be testing, yeah.
Is this a government project or the private project which you said, long athletic project which they are taking in the UK?
It's government as well, ECB as well, the government as well. It's the government practically, because all different sports clubs together and they are running this, because you are segregating the talent into different sports. Someone is, you could spot at those 3 years, that he might be a good athlete. So you send him to, that's very important. That's why the success is there in the West, that's what, we have 1.2 billion and we have the money and the money, but where are we in sport? Sport is a great ambassador if you do well in the sport. You improve your economy and everything. And the people have a good life as well. You're giving your own people an opportunity to get world class. That's very important. I mean, who thought of Mary Combe and other people? And it was a shame to see that they got so little facilities and so little money to live in England. London is very expensive. It's a shame it wouldn't happen in any other country. It was terrible. So you're all our people who should put our sport forward. Without your help, it will not happen. That's very important. I just thought we will about the youth coaching. How you introduce cricket to the youth? When you get an 8-year-old or 9-year-old, I've seen in the local camps and other things, you get huge numbers. Yeah, it's very important for the coach when you're introducing cricket for a group of 15. In the 15, you have a 10-week camp for them. It's very important. You start off. You need to have fun for that age group. You need to have fun straight away. To jump in and start doing the technique and other things, it will not work because they want fun. So you do a warm up and then introduce them to one fielding, like a close-in catching. Yeah. Then you introduce them to bowling. Yeah. Again, bowling, we don't show them how to do because you want them to see. So you can have them in pairs and let them bowl. Because if you're showing, you might show only one thing as your fast bowling. But in that, there might be a natural spinner. Okay? But if you show you're bowling quick, and that guy and the child thinks that he should also bowl like you because you're the coach. Yeah, you're showing him. So that's very important. You can divide them into pairs and let them bowl against one another, and you have a vague idea who is doing what. The first session. And then the batting, again, you don't show anything, just show grip, stance, and backswing. That is very important. Yeah. Then play the cricket game with them continuously. But when you're playing continuous cricket, try and keep emphasizing on the grip, stance, and backswing the first day. That's all you need. Because if you load them with a lot of information, they can't take it. Yeah, and it's very important for the coach as well to prepare your session. Yeah, today you prepare a session. Well, after your warming up, your fielding drill, your bowling drill, your batting drill, and the game. So you have to analyze which are the areas went well, which are the areas didn't go well. Just come on with me there. So keep on. Same thing with the batting. After 4 or 5 weeks, then you slowly start them doing like you divide them into groups and introduce them to different batting. So 10 minutes they go around each station. So that means everyone is given a test. That's very important. The coach has to give attention to every child. See that he wants to come back tomorrow. That's very important. Yeah, he might not be great. Some coaches just want to go and do more on the talented one. But that age, the talent one might leave the cricket after. What the coach is easy. The skills are, fast bowling or front foot drive or keeping. So that is where you have to develop your own style. or things. That's why you should have to identify what to coach and how to coach is very important. Okay? Any questions? I will not go on and on. I have spoken enough. But any other things you want to know, after or anything you want, I'll give you my email. Anything you want, we can keep in touch. And I'm glad to see you all. And hopefully one of you will produce a cricketer from Hyderabad to play for India. And wish you all the best. And God bless you. Thank you. Thank you, Mom.
Now, our friend John Morris is running a biggest cricket academy in Hyderabad and South. Having ties with foreign countries. Please, thank
Mr. REHEMATH, BOBJI, and my friend Ashok and my friends. It gives me a great privilege and honor actually. Sarva gives me surprises. This is one of the surprises he has called me and put me on to speak to us. First of all, I think what Sai Baba is doing is a tremendous service. Somebody who is handling 600 sportsmen, it is beyond the reach of individual person. I think first of all we should give a big clap to Sai Baba. The next thing I think I'm with actually. REHEMATH was a person who coached me when I was in under-19. He was my first coach. To my surprise, he has coached so many cricketers. At one instance, I can quote, Rahul was struggling. Rahul let all of us know with the great this thing. I know Rahul personally, so when I want to catch up with Rahul, then he said that I'm going to come and be in Mr. BOBJI's net because I wanted to catch up with Mr. REHEMATH, doing some work on him. So we have really dedicated and a great personality like REHEMATH who has always produced great players, and coaching qualities are really exceptional. See, nothing we can take away from BOBJI because BOBJI was my mentor. In 1987, here when we started the St. John's Cricket Academy, he was looking for an assistant. Then he found me as one assistant.
Now, Ishad Bhai, who's Hyderabad Managing Committee member, and I played with him. He played with me and he played with my son also. Please answer. Please answer.
Good evening, everybody. Respected Big Sir, Ranji Sir, Chinnappa Sir, and my dear friend John Morris, and all friends. In fact, to be very honest, I am a cricketer, but I am not a coach. Being coach is something different being a cricketer. And I have learned a lot. And it's indeed a great pleasure and privilege to be here today and share a dialogue with the people who have I learned so many things. And I thank Sai Baba for doing this to me. Sir has been my coach also incidentally. And BOBJI's team was the first team to which I have played in A division cricket. I belong to walk it out. And John is a dear friend. We have organized some cricket matches for the area along with him. And there is not much to say about all these stalwarts sitting on the side. As far as I am concerned, I have been playing cricket. What I can share with you all is cricket has taught me at least one thing. Cricket is such a wonderful game. If you don't become a test player, it will make you a wonderful gentleman and a good human being. That is what all is required to be. And being into cricket, you make a lot of friends. And you get so broad-minded, and you start loving everybody. So this is what I have been seeing at Sai Baba coaching camp also, because initially it started as a cricket coaching camp. But today if you look at, they have got lot many sports which is being played. And so Mr. Sai Baba is not only giving service to cricket, but he is making people energetic and loving and developing them into a nice human being. This is what this world is required today of. So I request him to continue the same kind of a job which he is doing, and I thank one and all here for bearing me because I am not a good speaker. I cannot tell you about the cricket in finer points. So with this, I thank you, Sai Baba, and thank all my friends.
Thank you, Sabai. And some certificates we are giving, some more 2-3 courses we are giving. Later, other courses also can take. Mr. Ilyas, now the senior most course. This is a certificate from the BOB. Thank you, Dr. Go ahead.
Thank you, Jerry.
Hyderabad. And others, Asif, Mr. Asif, and other courses of Mr. Patel, Nagpur. Moment Patel, I think we forgot Moment Patel is developing in Malapet area with the Bilal Khan, one of the senior most. And Mr. Patel and others, Mr. Taj from Boston School, we had a Boston government from last 15 years for the old city boys. Please come. Fayaz and please come. On the my I was renting a lot from Raj group of hotels. Anybody in the promoting the kids and other games in Hyderabad. Now, I request ask a word of word to now.
And very quickly, you all are pleased today. We are all coached. And it is nice from Sahil to give us an opportunity to get a happy together and exchange our views. I thank Mr. Narasimha to giving us 30 years knowledge in 30 minutes. I hope you are all younger with 30 years knowledge. So if you are 10 years you are coding, you are 10 plus 30, we are all 40 years experience. And I hope this knowledge and whatever he has said will all work together, and I hope we can increase our cricketing material for India and for Hyderabad. It is very badly needed, I think. Thank you very much.
Before the chairman's speech, I request B. Mohan, the famous personality from the cricketing family. B. Mohan is the father is himself a great cricketer, played for Hyderabad for a long time. Mukherjee Saab. And we more is a Ranji Trophy cricketer and a successful Ranji Trophy selector in 1986 the golden year for won all the tournaments from under 15 to Ranji Trophy, and financially also from we are there 18 lakhs it was the best at the time. Then we made it to 25 lakhs profit for the HC at that time. That those time 86 even cricket control board is not rich enough to, but HCA is also very rich at the time. But we also committed people like John and other people. And now I request V. Mohan, the famous cricketer and now it's a commentator. Please begin.
Good evening to everyone, and my friend, my captain, the most successful captain in the history of Hyderabad cricket, and my colleague John Manoj, who was in the executive committee, having nominated as a selector, and my guru, I can say, REHEMATH and Reddy sir and Nisha. We all played together. So I have a lot of things to say because I'm a coach, but not as successful coach as these people. but I'm a very good selector, you know. In that way, I used to select some players who are performing. Non-performing players during our time, we slowly made them to go out of the team because they had some little more attraction towards the secretary of the Hyderabad Cricket Association or some official. We never allowed them to come near. I had a talk with our captain. Performing players will be in the team, and the combination of the team was given by my father, BOBJI sir. He said, you try to include 3-4 all-rounders so that Narasimha will definitely utilize whenever they need services. That's where we introduced some 6 to 7 players we changed in the winning combination. That made our team very successful. And once we given the responsibility to Narasimha Rao, he took the lead. And he himself used to perform well. And he saw that everybody should perform well. And reserves players were as equal to the playing 11. There was a competition. If anybody fails, the reserve players will come into the 11. In that way, all the 11 players are doing well. They were not giving any chance to the reserve players. So that was one of the best units I had. And it goes to the credit of the entire committee members. We won all the tournaments in the country, including Ranji Trophy, Irani Cup, Under 19, 22, 25, everything we won. That was a golden period. And I had a problem facing REHEMATH big side. So we used to play always for the spin. Today, you have seen when Mubidan and all, they are putting the top spin and stadium and all. In those days, he got me bowled when I was playing for the spin. And well-settled batsman we were. But the way he bowled was one of the best balls. Even I, sometimes if I remember, I get up from the sleep. I get out of it. I thought, एक शानदार bowler है और the great coach I can say. Only thing is, the services should be utilized, and John is there, and all our people should try to recommend REHEMATH to coach our Hyderabad team. We have a lot of talent. Talent is there. Even John is doing such a wonderful job. Everything they are providing. Everything has been provided. But who's going to play? The players have to play